What's going on, everybody? Chavis here. Hopefully this wind don't mess us up too bad. Got a little rain finally yesterday. First time in a while, in weeks and weeks, that we got any rain. It's a pretty good bit. So my pond got a little more water in it. Yeah, I just wanted to take a minute and talk about a couple things right here. And I'll start with what I think is the most interesting or most important, the thing that y'all want to know about the most. And so let's get started with it first, and then we'll move on through the list from there. Here we go. As y'all know, last season, which is the 2025 race season, Chase and Mikey did a whole bunch of racing, and it was a lot, and they did really well, but it was at a cost. And Chase kind of robbed Peter to pay Paul, so to speak, and raced outside of his means. And I'll be the first to tell you that's probably why his season ended the way it did. You know, I mean, we've all seen it. All of us older people especially have seen people try to do things that just aren't meant to be. And I begged him just to come home, and he kept pushing. And you know, with that financial stress and just the stress of doing what he was doing, it led to a not so great ending for him. But you know, he recovered and he's doing well. The only reason I'm even mentioning that, I was trying to get him home and get him into something. So y'all know we was going to do some welding fabrication. We was trying to figure out exactly what we were going to do. And we were definitely selling out of the modifieds. And the main reason we're selling out of the modifieds, I guess this wind's just going to mess us all up here. Let's let it die down for a second. So with the modified racing locally, it just doesn't make sense to have the kind of equipment that Chase has to race locally, just, you know, a couple times a month or whatever that looks like down here. So, and there's no car count, you know, there's just no reason to do it. So if he raced, he's moving classes, and he don't know what class. And you know, I'm talking in past tense, because this has been several weeks back when we were trying to figure out what to do. We know for sure we're selling out of the modified. He's already sold a car and an engine. He's got another car for sale. We could sell it with the engine and everything, but he's planning on keeping his engine out of this car. So there's that. But so right off the bat, when we got him home, we started getting messages from everybody telling us that there was a late model ride and he deserved it and all that. And so the first thing I'll say about that is he definitely don't deserve anything, you know, and I feel that way about anybody in life, you know, from anything. We don't deserve anything. You know, we're blessed with opportunities and things like that. But as far as somebody deserving something, you know, that's kind of a big word for that. But everybody was talking about this ride with JCM that was available. You know, Spencer Hughes and them had parted ways. They picked up Joseph Joyner with Hunter Front. Joseph looked like he was going to be their wheel man moving on into 2026. And then Hunter Front and Joseph put out a statement that they were going to pass on it. And, you know, I understand that. There's always something behind the scenes that most people don't know. They just go off of what little bit of information they got. But, you know, there's a reason Joseph made the decision he made. Well, that let everybody know that there was a spot open. So naturally, everybody's like, y'all need to get in touch. Y'all need to get in touch. Well, we had just bought that plasma table and was trying to create a new career path for Chase and Mikey as well. And everything was on the up and up. Well, Chase called me and was like, look, somebody from Hunter Front reached out to me and told me that I should acquire about that position, you know, that racing spot with JCM. And he said, you know, I don't want to make you and Mom mad, you know, so I wanted to talk to y'all before I, you know, even thought about it. And I just told him, I was like, buddy, we'll put this on hold, you know, because your goal and your dream has always been to go super racing. And if there's a seat available, the guy apparently is wanting to run the Lucas Series again. And, you know, Chase would be eligible for Rookie of the Year and all that kind of stuff as well, you know. So it would be exciting if he did get that opportunity. And that's what I told him. I said, you know, we'll just park the plasma table until, you know, whatever happens. It's no big deal. I wouldn't be mad at you at all. And Mikey kind of felt the same way. You know, that's why these boys worked so hard, was to try to get an opportunity like that. So as a family, we all sat down together and was like, yeah, you should at least put your name in the hat. So they had sent Chase the guy's number. Chase tried to call and there was no answer, so he sent a decent little text message. And I know that's not the way you handle things, but you know, that's this day and age. You know, if the guy wants to talk, here it is, and this is what it's about, and you can call me back, and if not, no hard feelings. And that's kind of the way, you know, it is. And so anyway, Chase did put his name in the hat for that ride. Never heard a peep back, and that's fine. You know, I think he's probably already got somebody picked out, and you know, probably wasn't interested in Chase, and that's fine. You know, but what did it hurt to put her name out there for it? And that's what I told Chase. You know, hey, if he picks you up, great. If he don't, we already have something planned right here. And that goes for right now. You know, as far as I know, they still hadn't filled that seat. So if Chase did get the call, we're gonna slam on brakes on what we had, and he would gladly fill that position. But I think they got a driver for the Dome, and I don't know if that's just a peep at what next year's going to look like. You know, they may be already looking at that kid to race next year, and that's fine. But so that was top of the list that I wanted to tell y'all, because a lot of y'all sent messages and private messages and YouTube comments, you know, telling us that we should try to get that ride, and we agree. So thank y'all for, you know, thinking of us like that. And I just wanted to let y'all know we did actually, you know, go after that spot. So there's that. So next thing is about Mikey. So Mikey, I've enjoyed this part of it, because Mikey, I've been an entrepreneur for a long time. My dad owned his own shop with his brother when I was a kid, so they were entrepreneurs. My wife's family was entrepreneurs. Me and my wife's entrepreneurs. Our grandparents were entrepreneurs. Like, we love making businesses and creating jobs, and we love that. That's our thing. So Mikey, you know, owns his little design company that he's been doing wraps, and you know, he designs them and sends them out to be printed wherever across the country. So Mikey's ready to make the step, and I want him to. Like, I'm pushing him, because I know he's got the gift and the talent to do it, and we've got the resources right now, and I offered him a spot in my shop. And Mikey went for it, man. He messaged a guy about buying out a wrap business. So Mikey is actively looking at purchasing a whole outfit. So what that's going to do is the things that we're cutting on the plasma table, we're going to be able to make stickers for right there in-house. And you know, I don't think Mikey's really getting it to do race cars and stuff. I'm sure he will do some, but we're looking at doing awards and trophies and things like that. Like, we've got all kinds of ideas, but we're still missing that link right there, because we can contract it out and send it over to Fowler or anybody. You know, we can send out what Mikey designs, but there's something about having it right there in house that's exciting and intriguing to me, to be able to design something and bring it all to life right there, and trial and error it right there, and be able to duplicate it right there in-house on the spot. So some big news coming soon on Mike. I think here in the next couple weeks. You know, we got Thanksgiving, we got the Dome, and right in all this stuff, Mike's fixing to pull the trigger, and he's fixing to become an entrepreneur more than he was before. So I've been talking business with him, and we're getting him set up with a LLC, and I'm introducing him to a good accountant, and we're getting Mike going, and he's going to be legit. We're setting him up with an account with Square, where he can send invoices to people and proof things and get payments, and really stepping up our game on that stuff. And you know, of course, that Chase is the same way. You know, right there, he's got the plasma table, and he's gonna have the Square invoice where he can send out. He's already going on that, and he already had an LLC, so he's a little further ahead of Mike on that stuff just because he already had it all in place. But we're really getting these boys, you know, these young men lined out, and they're coming to life. But so along the lines of that, I just want to thank y'all, man, because you know, I just bop. Y'all think I talk on here like I wear their ears out in the shop. And the main thing is just telling them, you know, because I've been in business for a long time, and I'm like, dude, this right here, this video camera and this audience y'all have, and they're still with you. And you know, I've had people actually call me and say, listen, I love the racing, and that's cool, and I support it and all, but it ain't really the racing that keeps me here. It's the backside, and it's the other things, and that's what I'm drilling into them, you know. And I'm telling them, you got to pick this camera up, and you got to talk about what's on your mind. And I'd like to just roll the camera one time when we're in there just having one of our little meetings that we have, you know, a few times a week. But we'll get to that. They'll get more comfortable with it and more confident with it, and we'll get to that. But yeah, I'm trying to let y'all know as much as going on with us as I can. So let me see, what else did I have? So the dome, I've said it before, I'm gonna say it again. I watched the video this morning from 2 years ago when we were there. We didn't make the show that year, man, but I watched a clip of me being emotional when the engines fired up, man, and it gave me goosebumps. Like, I am ready to go, because I know it's an awesome event, but you just forget about how amazing it is, man. Just something about the place. I can't explain it. I can't describe it. I had to go there to actually get all of it. So that's all I'm gonna tell you is if you can go to this thing. If you can't go, support it on watching the streaming and everything, and just man, I'm telling you, it's a great event. Thank you to Cody and Emma for giving us the opportunity and the invite to come to such an awesome event. This is our 4th year. We call this our final ride, but that's in reference to the modifieds. And I'm not saying we won't come back in a modified. Somebody may put Chase in a modified to go race it next year, and that's fine. But Chase, his own personal own modified, this, you know, of course we're selling out, so we're not going to buy a modified next year just to go race. So with that being said, that's what the last ride's about. And again, we're super excited about the dome. We're closing in real quick. What else do I have? So the modified that we got, like I said, 2025, we picked it up earlier this year. It is for sale. Message Chase for details. Super good car, super fast car, a lot of wins on it, top-notch equipment all the way, y'all know that. And he's willing to deal on it, because he's just trying to be done after the dome. And you could own it before the dome, like I said previously. So next season, this is not carved in stone. So this is kind of me just bouncing something off the wall right here, because nothing is carved in stone on this part right here. He has talked about street stocks, factory stocks, pure stocks. You know, he's looked at everything you could look at. And I think right now where he's at, and it was about the JCM ride, because he said he has no late model experience other than the crate late model, and he feels like that's why somebody would pass him up for somebody else. So he wants late model experience, and if it doesn't land him anything in the future, it'll still be, you know, just where he's at in his life. He wants to be in a super late model. So the plan is we're going to keep our engine out of the car that we got right now, which is that Mullins engine that he's been running in his modified, and we're going to use that in a super late model next year. And he's got like a 15 to 20 race schedule that he's zooming in on locally. This is a local series that runs around here. They don't really have a big turnout. They have anywhere 15 to 40 cars, you know, depending on where it's at. And he's gonna look at following that little series around and maybe bump a race here or there, but he's not gonna be a traveling racer. He's just gonna be a local super late model racer, and we're just gonna just get him some laps, and that's what we're going to use for fun. And then he'll fill in other people's cars if they want him to drive. There's word that there's a street stock on the loose around here that's looking for a driver, and a couple other things. You know, who knows what'll happen, but that's the plan. Is as of right now, like I said, that's spitballing, just throwing it at the wall, nothing carved in stone. But as of right now, he's selling all his modified stuff. If he keeps the engine, he's going to send it to Mullins and get it freshened up, and that's going to be the power plant for the late model. And I know that's not what everybody else runs, but for the local series down here, it should be plenty of motor to do what he needs to do on these little red clay tracks down here that slick off. We should be good to go. So with that being said, that's all I got. I know that's a lot right now, and I appreciate y'all. Again, just thank y'all very much. And let me go check with them and see what's happening.
We've got a yard lantern, and we have a really neat sign here, and then an eagle wall art deal, and then some chassis name tags, as well as some gussets. Not gussets, tags. So, really neat. Thank you guys so much for all of your business. What are you doing?
I was coming to see what you were doing. I'm cleaning Christmas ornaments. Yeah.
Pretty neat.
Yeah. And I don't know what these are yet. Are they Christmas ornaments?
I don't know what they are. I think they're just whatever. They're definitely way too big to be an ornament. Yeah. I really like these. Like I like the sheet metal version and all of that. But, so the deal that had an anchor on it over there, that's what we're cutting out. And then name tags, chassis name tags, that's what that is. And yeah, that's it. So we'll show y'all some more as it's finished up.
What's going on, homie?
Much,
Tony? Just messing stuff up, huh?
That's it. That's
what are you doing, seriously?
Building
Looks like you're redoing.
some, so we already, Papa Squirrel did one, or a set, but they didn't have the bumper towers. And we're gonna run a USMTS, USRA style front bumper with our UMP size nose, so that if one of our lovely contestants decide to...
Contestants?
Yeah.
Competitors.
Yeah, well, they're contestants because it's a
game, huh?
It's a game, yeah. The dome is. Anyways, one of our fellow competitors decides they want to throw a dirty slider or, you know, go from the bottom to the top every single lap. We're going to have something that's sticking out front of our nose that can give them the move over flag.
So we're giving them a flag or a bumper?
It's a chrome horn, really.
Chrome horn?
Yeah.
That's what was in
Except
Transformers.
ours will be black. But yeah, so that's it. That's it.
So you welding that up, huh?
We're welding that up.
Good deal.
That's it.
The merch came in for the dome, dude. I seen that.
Awesome.
Yeah, you think it looks good?
I think so. I don't think it looks bad for sure.
Who did them?
Bulletproof. Uncle Scott. Did they put you up to this, or you just out of the blue decided you were a...
I'm just videoing, dog.
Good deal.
Man, what an idiot. I'll go talk about what I'm doing.
Yeah, show them what
you're doing stupid stuff that don't matter. I'm gonna end up fighting them one day, really. I've been working on these mini doors. I'm basically a wrap guy now. Appreciate Ryan Fowler for everything, you know, exterior designs. We got a stack of these though, two sides. I don't know if people got that gist on the wrap yet. One side's white and one side's black, and it's split down the middle. So that's why these are two different things. So you have a choice, you know, on which one you like. You know, I don't know. I like I like the purple better, honestly, but I think I'm gonna like the gold. There it's in there. So yeah, I've just been cleaning these up, cutting the excess, everything like that. He's got it a mess in here. I clean this table off every day. But yeah, guess I ain't gonna talk about that. Let's look at this. Papa Squirrel's been working on his creation, and it is wicked. He's cut the doors off of it and stuff. I don't even know where that stuff's at. There it is. He cut the doors out that joker. It's pretty wicked. That's what Rosie's doing. Hey, Rosie. Rosie, look. Where they at? Where's that light? You see it? Where's that light? What is it? Good girl. But yeah, this thing's coming. The Poo-Woo's getting after it. Man, we was talking about it earlier. It's got this that plasma cutter deal. They cut that joker so perfect. Man, the car still ain't ready. Parts wise, we're back, dude. We just made a whole loop. That's 3 minutes. I need 5.
You need 5?
I need 5, yeah. Figure if you make 4 or 5 minute videos, that's a 20-minute video right there. Boom, done.
That's it. Boom. Boom.
Simple, straight like that.
Straight like that.
You got a.
Dude, I got a mess is what I got.
Yeah.
Because this thing, like the
You want
one
me to hold
Dad
it?
built, yeah, I might need you to.
Yeah, I can do
The
that.
one
I
Dad
can
built
hold it.
didn't have that extra weight up there.
Yeah, just give me a glove.
You don't need a glove.
Yeah, I do. The heat shoots through there and there's sparks and everything.
But yeah, so that's it.
Good deal. I was just getting your hair. Oh, yes, that's
Yeah, that's next week.
That's next week.
I tried to get it this week. Couldn't.
Quit rambling on, dude. You racing next year?
Probably not.
He's racing, folks. I'm gonna go ahead and give the disclaimer. He's racing. He's definitely gonna sell out, but he's racing.
What are we racing at is a question.
Asphalt.
Perfect.
We're gonna take our talent to the asphalt side of it.
For sure. As if there's not enough crybabies.
I haven't decided if I'm gonna quit or not. Told a lot of people I was.
Still haven't decided. That's what we need to be talking about. You need to be telling them about your deal.
It ain't a deal till it's a deal. You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
Mike got an opportunity of a lifetime.
Not of a lifetime. Let's not stretch the horse's legs too
If
much.
Mikey was trying to create any other business and was trying to buy into something, it would cost him way more than it would to do this. But anyways,
It's not of a lifetime though.
It
Of a
is-
lifetime
it
is
is.
like going to run for supers. Everything
going to
paid
run
for.
for supers,
Yeah.
or going to run a super.
Run a super.
Run for supers.
Dude, I was talking to Noah Daspic yesterday, and I just could not get any words out. I was like, "If it was soup," and he's just looking at me like I'm stupid.
He's not wrong.
Yeah, he's a good dude. Real good dude. Well, you gonna weld something or what? Dude, I'm gathering content. Come on, dude. Come on, break the poo out.
It's confiscated.
Here, come on, seriously, weld this joker. Probably need it a little further out because you know you got to stretch the bumper out and stuff.
No.
Come on, hit it.
You're off. Way off.
All right. Is my tower straight up and down? That's what you gotta look for.
I can't tell because you're.
Let me put this camera down because he's just a titty baby, and always has been. I don't know if people know that about you.
They know.
You whine about more stuff.
We actually had one fan come up and say that one time.
Yeah, he good dude. That fan was me.
Yeah.
I love you, dude. Say it back. You want to fight them?
I don't want them to see me live.
So I'm.